Archewell's 2021 tax records have just been published, and they state that Harry and Meghan donated $125,000 to NAACP, the same organisation which awarded them the NAACP's top honour for distinguished public service. It appears that NAACP and many of the usual suspect charities, who always praise them and do free PR for them, were indeed bought and paid for in the name of grants. The taxes show that they received $13 million in donations but gave $3 million to a ton of political charities, including those belonging to the Rockefeller Foundation, Harvard, Georgetown and Stanford. Why support political charities belonging to affluent universities? Meghan probably wants honorary degrees from those universities. Harry and Meghan quietly added it to their website right below the impact report. For those who may not know, this form is required by law for charities incorporated in the US. The year 2021 is the year they've had to submit a real one. Here's what's interesting. They've left the lines blank under the names and addresses of their two sources of income for the $13 million that the foundation has received. The two big donors to the Archewell Foundation are obviously Oprah, the $10 million which was obscured via the Silicon Valley Foundation in exchange for the interview, and Harry himself, $3 million from the spare payment, to reduce their personal tax burden. Average grant award is $100,000. Almost $1 million in expenses, including consulting services and compensation for exec, legal fees, conferences and travel. James Holt gets paid very little for his work as ED, but the form says he works 1 hour a week, just like the other board members. In 2020, the charity raised less than $50,000 in donations, with its operations so small that it didn't even have to file a full tax return with the IRS. But the following year, it had blossomed and clearly gained the blessing of one wealthy individual. If the funding from this anonymous donor were to disappear, Archewell may struggle to keep handing out substantial grants to the likes of the female empowerment group Girls Inc. and the UK mental health charity Mind. On its website, Archewell says its core purpose is quite simply to do good. We believe that philanthropic work is more than a handout, it's a hand held, it adds. To activate this belief, we independently create dynamic and impactful programming to serve communities in need. We also partner with key organisations and leaders to identify immediate needs, build meaningful initiatives, and drive long-term change. Baked into all of that we do is the core belief that our collective well-being and mental health are paramount. Our three main pillars of focus are to build a better world online, to restore trust in information, and above all, to uplift communities. The $10 million grant to Archewell is listed on the SVCF website and states that it was for general non-profit support rather than one project. This is unusual as most SVCFs grants are project-specific, such as youth development or education. This means Archewell can use the funds for office expenses, PR and marketing, and to pay salaries. Harry and Meghan will be hoping financial support